Hey guys, what's up? All praise and glory to the mighty Most High, our Creator, who is one God. Sure that I got some room here. Blessings to all those that have turned back, that serve and understand, want to know the truth about this plane of existence. You've just stepped into a room that's going to blow your mind if you're new to the information of this channel, the scriptures, the hidden texts, and exactly what they mean. You need to understand the hidden texts of the Bible. So we're going to go precept upon precept, line upon line. Okay, and we're going to start with understanding exactly what an image is. If you come into this room, okay, you're going to hear things that you've never heard before. You have to leave everything behind that you know in order to come in and accept this kind of knowledge. This is the hidden knowledge. These are the texts shared in the most profound, deepest explanation. It's not somebody reading a Bible to you and giving you conjecture. It's somebody who's using the scriptures to break down the meaning. I'm going to break these parables down, and you're going to understand what the meaning of this is. So, in the Strong's Concordance, number 6754, is the word image. Okay? The word image means salim. Okay? And when you spell that backwards, it is to molest, because these people do everything forward and backwards, a lot like COVID. COVID is certificate of vaccination identification, but backwards it is debauch. And this here is an evil spirit. That's what we're talking about. We're going to be talking about the image. Okay? So the word image, the root meaning is to shade in skin. Okay? We've been shaded. Our light source, our light being has been captured from light by a skin suit. Okay? To shade a phantom here, to shade a phantom, which is a ghost. A phantom is a ghost. And a ghost represents the spirit of the dead. Okay? So what are we talking about here? The spirit of the dead. What's a phantom? This man down here in Genesis 1:26 and 27, the serpent, the ghost, the spirit of the dead, which is an illusion. An illusion is a false impression on reality. A false impression on reality is your illusion, which is a representative figure, and your representative figure is carbon. Okay? Because the carbon is the image. Carbon is 666. Figuratively, this that's created in Genesis 26 and 27 is an idol. This is the biblical definition for image. So once you understand that an image means that I'm a mage. You understand this, which is created in an image, is a mage. Okay? A mage is a practitioner of sorcery and magic, and you're not to practice sorcery or magic. Okay? So this was created in an image of God, which is a mage in Hebrew, is a vain show of itself. A vain show of itself. So when you're talking about carbon, this creation that's created in an image, which is a phantom, which is a ghost, which is the spirit of the dead, this one that's created in an image is the spirit of the dead. It is an idol, and that has everything to do 666 with Revelations 13:18. Here's a call for wisdom. Let the one with insight. So it takes wisdom and insight to calculate the number of the beast, for it's the number of a man, and his number is 666. Okay? So now you have Corinthians 4:4. The gods of this age have blinded the minds of the unbelievers so that they cannot see the light and glory of Christ, who is the image of God. Again, the gods of this age have blinded the minds of the unbelievers so that they cannot see the glory of Christ, who is the image of God. So Christ, Jesus here, Jesus Christ is the image of God. Jesus Christ is the image of God. For the Son, Jesus Christ is the image of the invisible Father. He's the firstborn over all creation. Okay, and we're going to go into this when we start talking about a beast. We're going to stay focused on an image here, and then we're going to shift into a beast, because what you got to understand is that the image is the beast. Mankind created on the sixth day comes to 66. That is the beast, and mankind here is created on the sixth day of creation. Okay, when you add the sum of mankind, it comes to 66. Mankind created in an image on the sixth day of creation is 666. It is the beast, Genesis 1:25, that's created. God creates the beasts of the field, each according to their kind, and then he creates the serpent. The serpent here is the one that is permitted to breathe into the image of the beast, okay, which is right here. Revelations 13:15 for the second beast. The second beast is here in Genesis 26 and 27, which is the serpent. And the serpent, the second beast, was permitted. This is key for you to understand. It was permitted. Whatever this God is that says, then God said, let us make mankind in our image, in likeness, and in image. It is permitted to breathe into the image, once again, of the first beast. Who are the first beast? These beasts that are created in Genesis 1:25. God created the beasts of the field, each according to their kinds. Okay? So when you have that in line, now you understand that the first beast is Genesis 1:25. The second beast is 26 and 27, and this is the serpent. This is the one that's given dominion over all the earth and all the animals, the fowl of the air, and everything like that. It was permitted. Okay, everything about this lesson here, this first part of this lesson here, is about the image of the beast. I'm tying the information in for you so you understand the image of the beast, so you understand the definition of image. Understanding the definition of image will bring you enlightenment. It'll help you tremendously. Why? Because it's very clear. Exodus 24 says, make for yourself no graven image. It's the second commandment of the Bible. It goes on to say, make no image, graven image, make no idol, is also another parable. Multiple books have different meanings, different words at different times, but idol and image are the same, because this man that's created in an image of God in Genesis 1:26 and 27 is the serpent. It is an idol. This one that's created in an image is an idol, okay? Moving down, also, you have Maccabees 3:48, for they opened up the book of the law, and they painted, into which the Gentile painted the likeness of their image. Again, image, okay? So the Gentile, what happened is the Gentile, they got their hands on this book, and they are, when they say, this is why when somebody says that I was created in the image of God, that they're talking that you are you're a phantom, you're a ghost. Do you understand how complex it is when I tell you that literally the Supreme Spirit created a plane of existence of death? And that's what this plane of existence is. It is death. It's carnage. It's meat eaters and flesh eaters and robbers and marauders and thieves and crooks and corrupted officials and rapists and pedophiles and dirty men that dirty women, evil people that chain children inside of in closets and beat on them and prod them and do evil upon them. And then they set these children on the streets for your children. And they're out there in the tens of millions in our country. They're everywhere. If 1/3 of the angels fell from heaven, and these angels, these flesh suits, these carbon suits with a soul inside of them, but no breath of God that's been placed upon them. So it's for they opened up the book of the law, the Gentiles, which is a jinn. Understand this, that a jinn is a Gentile. Jinn equals a Gentile in flesh. Okay? These are fake, robotic, biological beings, man. They can boo-hoo, they can produce tears, they can draw you in, and make you feel good and everything else, but they're just robotic, empty souls, man. This is why they have high body counts. This is why both men and women, men have become effeminates today. They're feminizing men as it's okay, and then women, they write women in Hollywood today as the heroes. Look at how everything has been reversed in Hollywood now, man. They're pushing men effeminate, so that this is telling you that these people that control these platforms, these people that control Hollywood and stuff, I go in there, I sit with my dad probably about 20-30 minutes. I say 20-30 minutes. And when he needs me, I'm in there. But outside of that, I'm in my own room, so that when I go in there and I sit down and I eat dinner with him, I'm everything on television today with the scales off your eyes is everything about the LGBTQ&A. It's about men kissing one another. They're pushing their AIDS virus commercials and stuff, and your diabetic commercials, and your pill popping and take this pill and take that pill. Well, this pill may cause drowsiness, make sickness, dry tongue, cause diarrhea. And it has all these long lists of side effects and stuff to try to cure you with one freaking problem. And then by taking that pill that cures the one problem, you take on 10 other problems. So there you go on that it. And also I was telling you that in Hebrews 7:12 that the priesthood is changed. Okay, therefore being in the priesthood, why was the priesthood changed? Because it was changed from a black prophet priesthood, because the Bible was written by human beings. Human beings are a black nation of people, and everything that is living, understand, everything that is living comes from the second Adamic bloodline of Adam and Eve. You understand that these are what bring through. This is why God says, I will in 12:3 of Genesis, I will bless those who bless thee and curse those that curse thee. I will bless those Gentile that bless the Hebrew, and I will curse the Gentile that curse the Hebrew. And through all of the world, the children will be blessed through you, the children of God. Okay? So there was a priesthood was changed. And so now we got to start asking, well, the priesthood was changed in Malachi 3:6. It says, I am the Lord and I change not. Okay? And before we close out on this part of the image here, we got to understand that I'm a mage is a magic man. An image is a mage is a practitioner of magic, and magic are magi, which is magus from Latin, and that is a magistrate. Magistrate are men. They're people in office. You understand? Now you get it that these people that are in office consider themselves gods. They're the ones that consider themselves gods. Mankind are the evil. Magistrates are mankind. And again, mankind here is 666. Okay? So Now, I mentioned to you in Revelation 13:15, which talks about a second beast and a first beast. So we know that there's two beasts, okay? Now what we need to go to is we need to go to Revelation 22:13. Okay? And this is Jesus who says, I am the Alpha, the Omega. I am the Alpha, the Omega, the first, and the last, the beginning, and the end. Okay, so what we're trying to do, folks, is we're making connections. Okay, I am the Alpha, the Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end. The Alpha here is the first letter of the Hebrew alphabet. Okay, and then the Omega here is the last letter of the Greek alphabet. So what does that tell you? It tells you that the Greek alphabet and the Hebrew alphabet have been intertwined with one another. It's telling you that language is the mark of the beast. Because you got to understand, Revelations is identifying for you who the beast is. It's telling you who the beast is. You just got to know how to read the Bible. You got to, if you've got your religion from a television set, from a minister in church, or from the smartphone, or from somebody else who's reading the Bible to you, and they're giving you this feel-good story about Jesus Christ, and you got to understand that Jesus didn't come to save anybody from their sins. Okay? He did not do that. So when it says, I am the Alpha and I am the Omega, it is talking about the intermingling of language between the Greeks and the Hebrews. Now, so what does that mean? I'm talking about Hebrews here. Then I'm talking about those children that say will perish because of lack of knowledge. The first here is the firstborn. Okay? This is exactly what the parable means. It's the firstborn, and the last is the last supper. So Jesus is telling you, I'm the Alpha, I'm the Omega, I'm the first and the last, the beginning and the end. The beginning here is talking about Genesis. Okay? The beginning here is Genesis 1:1. In the beginning. I'm telling you what the parable means. I am the Alpha, the Hebrew language. I am the Greek language mixed with one another. I am the firstborn. Firstborn equals Genesis 1:27. The one that's created in an image is the firstborn. I am the beginning and I am the end, and the end is Revelations. This is what the parable is telling you. It's telling you that Genesis and Revelations are weaved into one another. They are a construct without one another. Remember now, okay? In Genesis 1:1, in the beginning equals time. And time equals 60 seconds, 60 minutes, 24 hours, 2 plus 4 is 6. And then 168 hours in a week. And that equals 15. And that equals 6. So in the beginning, time is made up of 60 seconds, 60 minutes, 24 hours, 168 hours in a week. That is the reality of time. In the beginning, time, God created the heavens. The heaven, this is space, and the earth. This is matter. Okay? In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Okay? That is your time, space, and matter. Now remember what we're talking about here is a beast. So when we look at Revelations 13:18, 13:18 here, Revelations. Here's a call for wisdom. Let the one with insight calculate the number of the beast, for the number of the beast is a man, and his number is 666. We're making a connection that the beasts that were created on the sixth day of creation are those that are created in Genesis 1:25. God created the beast of the field, each according to their kinds. Okay? God created the beasts of the field, each according to their kinds. The beasts of the field here are the United Nations. Hidden parable. You're not going to get this from anybody else. Nobody's going to teach you this. Nobody's going to tell you this. Okay, I'm breaking down these parables for you so that you have light, so that you can understand. There's two different creations. You have the beast created of the field, and then in Genesis 3:1, you have the serpent, who is more crafty than any other beast of the field. That the Lord God had made. So I got a question for you. What's the difference between Lord and God? Lord is eternal. God is Elohim. Elohim is plural of gods. And this is gods, plural, in the ordinary sense. So these gods here, Elohim, which are both good and evil. Elohim are the tree of knowledge of good and evil. The Creator created evil first, and then he created another man in Genesis 2:7, and then Eve was created in Genesis 2:21 and 22. Genesis 2:7 is Adam, and this is the second man, Adam. The one that's created in an image of God on the sixth day of creation is the one that says Jesus. Before Abraham was, I am. Jesus was the one that was thrown down in darkness in Genesis chapter 2, Genesis chapter 1, verse 2, which says, now darkness was upon the face of the deep. Why is darkness upon the face of the deep? Well, it says actually the earth was without form and darkness was upon the deep, or void. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. Darkness is